Here we go. We have Constellation symbol DAG versus US dollar. This one being requested by our community member Brandon Rees. He wants to look at the fib on DAG. Well, first off, let's just kind of give it a general look overall. Pretty damn good chart right here. Can we maybe come up with a more long-term chart, however? No, we can't, unfortunately. That's, well, that makes things a little bit more difficult. But for right now, you know, this rally is pretty extended and it looks pretty ridiculous to the eye. However, I'm not really getting any signals that this thing's like showing any signals of like long-term slowdown. Now, of course, that does not apply to the short term. Short term, there's going to be ebbs and flows on something like this, obviously. However, daily RSI, you know, we still don't even have bearish divergence right here because it's still just continuing for right now. Hidden bullish divergence back in the bullish control zone, typically a good sign as well. And I like to use BBWP, a volatility indicator, for judging, you know, when are we likely to kind of pull back a bit and maybe put in a bit of a high. This thing is only at 50 percentile right now. So to put that in perspective, the last time that we saw 100 percentile was actually way over here, and that did produce a nice pullback. But right now we're literally half of that, and that is within the look back period as well. So this thing very likely does go on for another move to the upside first before a general pullback. Do we have a nice structure here to be going off of? Somewhat, yes. We could use this area right here, actually. Let's just say in this area. Oh, Jesus Christ, I guess I already have it. Yeah, that one's already smashed all the Fibonacci targets from that particular one. Let's see if we can do a new one and pull it out over here. And yes, we can definitely get a good one from this. So we're right at the 2 spot extension. Typically not a big one. We've already had the consolidation at the 1 spot 414. Okay, so where's the next long-term targets? Again, long-term, we're not talking about today or tomorrow, but probably over the next month or two. Somewhere around about 40 to maybe even 50 cents, actually. It's pretty damn good. Weekly RSI still relatively healthy. At some point, it will create divergence, but not necessarily just yet. 4 hour time frame is just continuation right here. Nothing even remotely bearish about this chart on the short term, as long as it's holding this higher low at about 27 cents. Below there, I would start to look for greater pullbacks, probably back down to, you know, 23 cents or so. But for right now, man, this is looking like it wants to continue on. We have trend, we have volatility starting to expand right here as well, and we got momentum here as well, which is actually just fresh again back in the bullish control zone. So all time frames are actually kind of in concert with each other. That's the word that I'm looking for right now. In confluence with each other, even better. So I would be looking for general continuation to the upside on this one, and probably a pullback after one of those next major targets gets met. Short-term time frames, however, you're going to see a lot more, you know, ebbs and flows there, but it sounds like you're more long-term minded. So I'll focus this specifically on the long-term. Again, no, I don't really see any major issues with this one, especially as long as you're above that last 4 hour higher low, which is 27 cents and below there. You know, probably do look for a greater pullback, but until that happens, just be looking up on this one. I'm curious what momentum looks like here too, especially on like a daily time frame, just to see where we're at. Okay, monthlies, obviously, this thing's gonna make new all-time highs in September. Holy shit, that is powerful. Weekly, same shit. Weekly Stokes just freshly crossing up right here too. 1644 is the magical number. 4 hour, 27 cent, holding it. Daily is a little more flippy floppy, but 29.81 cent to keep up the daily momentum to the upside. So I do want to see trend continuation alongside volatility, which we do have on daily right here. Just it needs to continue like today, actually, and then I would be looking for probably new all-time highs into September. Looking pretty damn good right there on the setup. So hopefully that was helpful, and there you go, sir.